Hi everyone, you're here again on a lunch break with Jay and Marie, and as usual, we're here to review some crazy Reddit story. But before we start, you know what they need to do?
If you like what you see here and you want more of it, we need you to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date. We drop these Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. during your lunch break. So if you want a companion to that ham and cheese or that hoagie or some leftover spaghetti, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can watch lunch break with us every Monday through Friday, 12 p.m.
And share our video with your friends, co-workers, and family members. We really appreciate every like, every subscribe button when it became gray. So here we go.
All right, so this one is from the subreddit Coworker Stories, kind of appropriate for a lunch break.
Yeah.
Now, some of these stories are crazy, some of these stories are funny. We're gonna find out which one this is. Boss asked me to spy on coworker who just had a baby. Sounds healthy. Not a toxic work environment.
Spy is like, for some reason, when I heard the word spy, I imagined like standing behind a corner, just like, or like you typing something and sitting in the office and someone just like on a corner of the table, just like spy, and wearing like a, you know, like trench coat and just like a hat.
Well, let's see what lengths these people went to.
Oh yeah.
My boss called me and straight up asked me to log notes of when my coworker was slacking, making errors, and when her baby was being disruptive. They're remote employees. My boss was like, she needs daycare. It's not like we have cameras up in her house and can see if she's working all the time. I was shocked he would even put me in this position. Besides the fact she was and is a top performer before and after she left for FMLA, and they demoted her when she got back from FMLA. She's always done a great job, and I've never had any problems. I just don't like my manager putting me in this position against a fellow coworker. My job description doesn't say to spy on my coworkers. It puts me in ethically and professionally difficult situation. My boss is a manipulator and a proven liar. I feel like going to him, he's going to get defensive. And going to HR is going to put an X on my back and tell him anyway. Or worse, it could come out later if this coworker takes action with HR that my boss asked me to do that and I look like a piece of shit, despite I'm not going to ever follow his request. Help, guys. Any advice would be so very appreciated. This sounds illegal.
It is.
And even if it's not, it's super unethical. Like, I don't get it, because this sounds like retaliation. And if you're not familiar with retaliation, it's when your job takes action against you for doing something that they don't like. So like one example would be like if you report the company for doing something bad, and then they do something like make your job harder, put you in a different position, like anything that makes your job uncomfortable or bad or unbearable, or they try to make you quit, that's retaliation. And it sounds like this job is just retaliating against this employee for having a baby and taking time off. And understandable, like, sure, like someone leaving for an extended period of time can really hold back a position. But at the same time, like, she just had a baby, dude. That's insane.
I know the only one thing that companies don't like hire women on a high ranked positions.
Oh, geez, that's another topic for real.
Yeah, especially if you have like, you don't have a husband and kids, we don't take you, because what if you have a husband and kids and we became pregnant, then we need to pay you when you absent.
Yeah, maternity leave.
If you have kids, they're gonna be distracted because now you need to take them to the school, they can be sick, so they just don't want to take women on those positions.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I think is happening here.
Yeah, it feels like. And yeah, OP right now in a really bad situation. But if you know your boss manipulator, if you know that it's not okay, you can just go. Again, that's what I can do. I just go away from this job. It's not going to be comfortable. If it's uncomfortable, I don't know, it's a girl or boy, it doesn't matter. What if you have the situation when you need to be absent? What if you're going to be the next one who's going to be spied on?
Yeah. I think it's pretty clear cut how we feel about this. There's no need to play devil's advocate on this.
I'm peeking, Kevin. It's my time now.
We straight up think the boss is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing what other people have to say.
Yeah.
One commenter says, tell your coworker what you've been asked to do and log 0 times where her baby is disrupting business. It's up to your coworker what to do with that information. OP responded, thanks. Do you think I can get in trouble for telling her? It seems like the only good that can come out of this shitty situation. Someone responded, OP, I assume this is in the US, so this is 100% illegal what your supervisor is doing. If you are retaliated against, you have grounds to sue as well. My advice is to document everything from now on. If they further ask you to do something you feel is wrong, ask for it in writing. That's really good advice.
It is.
Someone else had some good advice as well. If this is in the USA, it is illegal and discriminatory to punish a woman for having a baby. Check in with the EEOC and see if you can make a complaint on her behalf. It is illegal to retaliate against a worker who makes this complaint and illegal to make you participate in discriminatory conduct as a middle manager. And they even shared a link for the EEOC. And we'll share that link in our description as well. If you're watching this and you're dealing with something that you feel is unethical,
Definitely.
at least check it out and see what it's about. That'll be in the description box below. I think, Marie, like so far, everyone just feels like this is some pretty messed up stuff.
Yeah, you need to understand that from perspective of the company, it's like, oh, she's not working as much as she used to. She's not performing as much as she used to. It means what? It means we need to fire this person. This person is not doing her job. She's doing 2 jobs now. And one of these jobs is not even paid. She's worked with you, performed for you, you pay her, and she's a mom who have a little baby. And you decide to discriminate her, put her in a position that she's wrong to having baby.
Yeah.
Because her having baby affect your business. It's your business. And I'm not sure they can fire a person after having a baby. So hire another person who's gonna do another part that she's can't do. And when she's stand straight on the legs, the child is gonna be okay, then she can perform as much as she can. And you can put this person who you hired on a different position. It's good to have more people. But in this particular situation, the boss is the owner of the company. It's just a manager. Because if just a manager do stuff like this, yuck. If it's a boss, you need to go away from there. Because if your boss treat other people in front of you badly, it could be that he's treat you in front of the other people badly. You never know. Maybe there is a couple pair of eyes look after you.
Well, let's see what other people are saying. I found a pretty interesting comment. I don't think I necessarily agree with this, but I could see where they're coming from. One commenter says, don't tell your coworker anything. You're being given bad advice that's going to end up getting you fired. Either tell HR about it or simply don't provide any negative information about her, but don't tell her what your manager asked you to do. Your notes can be similar to this. September 9th, no disruptions or errors. September 10th, no disruptions or errors. September 11th, she had an internet issue, but it was quickly and professionally resolved. No other disruptions or errors. September 12th, no other disruptions or errors. I don't necessarily agree with this because I see what they're saying, keep your nose clear. You don't want to disrupt your own job. Just give false information or good information It doesn't have to necessarily be false.
You can be in the end. You can be in a really big ass.
Yeah, I mean,
what if the something actually goes wrong?
No, not even that. Like, let's not even look at that. That's not where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from, where I don't agree with this, is first off, you're doing what the boss asks you to do, which, whether you don't know if it's illegal or not, it's still unethical. And second off, like, when hits the fan, because in these kind of situations, hits the fan, like, regardless of what your notes say, you're still technically partaking in this.
Yes.
So if she gets wind of this in any way and decides to sue, and they have all these notes from you, like, you could be like, hey, listen, I just said these things because, like, I didn't want to, like, get in trouble. I didn't want to throw her under the bus for anything. I didn't say anything negative about her. You're still complying with that really up thing your boss asked you to do.
You're involved in this crime. Like, yeah. If we can say, like, straight, like, you're involved in it. It's the same if someone steals something and you was there and you're looking. How did you prove that you don't want to for this happens? You know what I mean? I disagree with that comment. I don't even know where it's come from.
I think they're trying to say, like, protect your job first and foremost by complying with the boss.
But it's not protecting your own job.
No, as a matter of fact, like I said, if she ends up suing and they have all these notes from you, now you got to explain yourself. Where are you going to tell people, like, oh, well, I lied because I felt pressure, which, sure, you could be fearful of retaliation, but it would just be better to be honest and just try to get it situated, because you look at all these comments, like, people agree this is some.
Yeah.
Another commenter wrote, I'm petty as and I have a strong moral compass to my own detriment. Firstly, I started looking for a new job. I'd email my boss for clarification on what they wanted me to spy on. Hi, boss. Per our earlier conversation, I wanted to make sure I understood correctly. You'd like me to keep an eye on colleague's name, report back to you about whether or not they are insert criteria during my work interactions with them. Is there a specific time frame or end date you had in mind? At what intervals would you like to receive reports? Please let me know if there's anything else you'd like to include. If he's stupid enough to reply a confirmation, my first report would be in a reply to that thread with week 1, colleague's name, continues to be a stellar employee with named deliverables and performance metrics. I have not heard any baby distractions. In my interactions with colleague, I'd BCC HR. I'm an outlier. I give 0 Fs about keeping a toxic job because I'm financially stable and could easily find another job. I recognize not everyone has this privilege. OP wrote, thanks guys, feels nice to be the same as everyone else. I honestly feel that I need to tell her and I need to report it to HR to cover my own ass. I know he's gonna call me screaming and say, why didn't you come to me first? And there's no coming back from it. Like, I didn't ask to be in this situation.
Also remember that HR is actually work on a company.
Keep that in mind too, for sure. Like we said, we're gonna drop that link in the description below. If you feel like you're in a position like this and you need like some type of neutral party that's gonna actually look into it and help you out with anything, it's a government website, check it out. This is a pretty serious sandwich that no one wants to eat during their lunch break, Marie.
Yes, but it's good to know that there is exit from this complicated situation. Mm-hmm. Working in this kind of toxic environment doesn't worth it. It's a really complicated situation, and I hope you're never gonna be in this kind of situations, and nobody's deal with this kind of a toxic environment. Woof, that was rough.
Woof.
Woof.
We hope that you're clocking back into a job that you love, and we want to thank you for joining us for another lunch break. I'm Jay.
I'm Marie, and after our story, your work probably seemed the best.
And hopefully it is. Bye.
Bye.